What is up, guys? Welcome back to Green Oasis. There is so much to talk about in this episode. I don't know where to start, man. So okay, I'm gonna get straight to the point. So in this topic today is blackwater biotope. I have two of my fish that I just bought, and this is something new to me. This fish is actually, I heard it's very similar to betta fish. And so this is, it's called Sparkling Gourami. Actually very similar to Sparkling Gourami, but the good thing about Sparkling Gourami is actually it's very small. You actually keep them in a larger group if you want, but because this is about 3 to 5 gallon tank, so I decided to put two of them here. Seems like they are very friendly. They're adapting really well. Once I just put in there, they really start exploring the place. There's no aggression between these two. I believe they are males. I'm not so sure because males tend to be a bit colorful and brighter. So let's talk about how I actually create this tank. So interesting story is like, if you have not watched my previous videos, this tank used to be kind of an Aquascape. I'm just trying to create some sort of a waterfall tank, with papyrus growing out from here, which is, it grew too tall that I have to cut constantly. Then I have water wisteria coming out. It was doing well for a while, but until I get really sick of cutting them, but after a while I think it didn't really go as planned. So I had to break everything down, and I have to create a tank like this, which is actually pretty easy because the only thing I took it out is actually the papyrus. I took out the rocks and everything. I put it aside somewhere, and then I end up keeping the pennywort. Then I have this, I don't know what plants is this, but I think it looks pretty cool. So I decided to add in here. It's kind of like a wabi kuza, but I'm gonna create some things like a very swamp, very pond like. I was watching videos of how people actually go and swimming into the pond in the, not pond, but in the like a swamp, lake, river. Yeah, I'll say like a stream in Thailand. So I was inspired to make something like that, and I have a kind of a very tall, cool-looking leaves here. I really like the way it flows. Yeah, these are the ones that I left. It was left behind, and I decided to just create something like that. It's pretty easy, so you can actually, anyone can do it. This is a biotope. So let's talk about the plants that I have. The additional plants that I add in is actually the red root floater. I love these plants because with intense light, the leaves does turn red, and occasionally, maybe if you're lucky enough, you see flowers coming out from here. It's very cute flowers. I saw I've cut a few times. So it's really cool plants, really easy to keep. It spread like crazy. If you have intense light, it spread like crazy. Pretty easy, and some part of the world is actually invasive. So of course I have the pennywort, also another invasive plants. Good thing about these plants is it's edible, so you can actually cut it, cook it for salad. If you think that's overcrowded and it's growing too much, you can actually cut it, eat it as a salad. And yeah, that's it. And I add in some almond leaves to give some sort of a tannin into the plants. Into the water, so it gives a little bit of a naturalistic look for this tank. Overall, I'm very happy with it. There are people asking me, how do I actually grow pennywort out from the water? Well, here's the trick. The trick is you actually do not grow them in the water because it will take some time for them to actually grow out. In fact, I did try to grow pennywort. I took a cutting and I put it in my larger aquarium. It didn't grow very well, and it stayed really small, and then it didn't really grow out from the water. So what I found out, the best way is you don't add in the water in first. You just let it grow. There was no water in this tank in the beginning, and then slowly I'll add in the water once it get adapted. Once it grows a certain height, I add in the water. The plants get used to it, and some of them actually, you see, reaching out to the lights. So that's the trick. Pretty easy. You can give it a try if you want to make a pennywort tank like this. Pennywort is just the easiest. I highly recommend. In fact, I highly recommend to any beginners. You like almost indestructible. You just put soils, whatever, even sand. You can just grow like crazy. So definitely one of the easiest plants to grow without CO2, of course, because you grow out from the water. And the only thing I add in is the pump. It's not. It's more like a surface agitation, a little bit of a water flow, yeah, and also create some sort of a slow stream-like effect, which is something like like a little river stream like that. So, yeah, pretty happy with it. There's a lot of roots growing now, or rather, roots, not new roots, but stem from the pennywort. It gives coverage to the fish in case they might end up fighting. They can. They have a line of sight, which is breaking up the line of sight so they don't, fight. But any other than that, I think that's all I have. It's pretty easy. This all the plants that I have. Adding a bit of sand to give it a little bit of a sand look. Yeah, I'm very happy. Oh yes, one more thing. I adding also the narrow snail, just to clean up. It's kind of like a cleanup crew, get rid of the algae and stuff. Occasionally you do need some maintenance, clean the grass, the glass, and then yeah, so that's the only thing you have to watch out for. For the first few days, it might be cloudy because the beneficial bacteria is working really hard. So let it sit for a while before you add it to fish. That's my recommendation. I think about maybe 1 month, maybe the most is about 3 weeks, 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks. Then slowly adjust and you look and change the water frequently, and then adding the water again, almost like 3 or 4 times a day, and then you can slowly add in the fish. So that's my advice for you new fish keepers. Do not add in the fish immediately, especially for a new established tank. This tank has been established because I know it's been established, so I can comfortably adding some fishes in there. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Thank you for watching. It's a very short video, so I just want to make something like this to show you that hey, you can create anything. You can create something simple as this. There's no excuses. There's no excuses to put in greenery into your home. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.